Last episode went a completely unexpected direction compared to what we thought going in. The offense came to life, scoring 56 points in that game against Texas State with 7 passing touchdowns from quarterback Steven Breda. In total, Houma put up 63 points on their way to a 63-31 victory over Texas State, their best win of the entire dynasty to date. But now we go into our next game against a team that on paper and by record is much worse than Texas State, the UL Monroe Warhawks. They come in at 6th in the Sun Belt West, 2-6 on the year, 1-3 in conference, and by all accounts, this should be a team that we should run all over based on last week's performance. The quarterback is Brooks Anzalone, a redshirt senior at only a 77 overall. But at running back, their number one guy, Rick Gammon, is missing this game due to injuries, so in comes either Jamison Jordan or Quincy Massey as their new starter in the backfield. At receiver, they have pretty much only one real threat, and that is going to be Joe Baisley with 95 speed at 92 acceleration, their only player with over 89 speed on their entire depth chart at receiver. They have a solid tight end tier in Jackson Ford, but their offensive line is really only good at guard. Every other spot seems to be relatively shaky and not really solidified, as they are going to miss their right tackle Braden Alba to injury as well, so in comes Steven Garrison, a redshirt freshman, as their new starter at right tackle. This defense should be won based on last week that this offense runs all over and passes all over. Their linebackers are the weakest part of this team. They're actually missing 2 different starters here in Zachary Polk and Noah O'Malley, so this team is very banged up across the board. We should be winning this game by multiple scores. So how can we follow up last week's win, the best of the entire dynasty? We come in winning 5 of our last 6 games, while they come in 2-6 on the year, looking for their second conference victory on the season. If you guys are enjoying this series, please do like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave your feedback down below as well, as we go on the road to Malone Stadium here in Monroe, Louisiana, in our home state. ULM will start with the football as this week is officially underway. Houma comes in 5-3 on the year. Return brought out up to the 18-yard line. Out comes the Warhawks offense led by Alante Biggs, their number one wide receiver, and their quarterback Brooks Anzalone. First play from scrimmage. They go play action. Anzalone hit as he threw it, and the pass is knocked away. Now they'll hand it off on the draw, and that's going to be a gain of 4 yards as Shakir Pounds makes that tackle. And it's 3rd and 6 for ULM. Anzalone, quick throw, and pushed across the line to gain. That could have been a 3rd down stop. Instead, the drive continues for the Warhawks. Now from their 29-yard line, they will play fake again. Anzalone dumps it off, and they pick up 5. Now sweeping right, trying to take it outside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Defensive Player of the Year for the Bobcats, Malik Moon, who comes in with back-to-back weeks with a pick. And the pass is caught for a 1st down. 1st and 10, play action, pressure's picked up, and the pass is caught across the 50 for a Warhawks 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive, at least so far, for Louisiana Monroe as they hand it off, and they pick up 10 with Quincy Massey. Now running left and wrapped up. Nice tackle made by Shakir Pounds. They have a dual back system going on right now with their starter missing this week due to injury. Now a screen setting up. Massey gets around the edge and sets up 3rd and 5. They need the 26-yard line for a 1st down as Anzalone under pressure and sacked by Draymond Gates and DJ Dean. And after a great punt, out comes the offense for the first time. Inside our 5-yard line, starting with the run. Karan Boyd, a huge burst of speed. 26 yards of breathing room now. Raiders' first throw, caught over the middle. It's Javon Moore across the 45-yard line. 2 nice chunk plays to open this first drive. Handing off again. A hole opens up the middle, and Karan Boyd is off to a flying start with a 5-yard pickup right there. Houma goes empty on second down. Setting up a screen. That is covered well. It's going to be a loss of 2. Warhawks looking for a stop, but Breda's pass is caught by C.J. Nelson for a third down conversion. 4-man rush out to the flats, and that's going to be a nice pickup for... I'm honestly not sure who number 5 is. Not sure at all. But it's second and short after that reception, and Karan Boyd makes a man miss. Pinballs off a receiver, or a defender rather, and is now inside the red zone. Trips towards the bottom here. Javon Moore, top of your screen. Quick throw, incomplete. Empty look. Breda, a quick one. This is Scooter Page up to the 11. And now 3rd and 2 for the Bobcats. We're going to hand it off, and Boyd is met at the line of scrimmage for no gain, but the offense will stay on. He will not settle for a field goal this deep in ULM territory, and Karan Boyd is not going to get there. A stop on 4th down, and the Warhawks come out from their 10-yard line. And they will have an incomplete pass with pressure coming. Anzalone hit as he threw that one. Minute to go in the quarter. Screen setting up for Baisley. And on 3rd down, Anzalone steps up in the pocket, delivers a strike to the outside for a first down. That was a very quick first quarter. A scoreless first quarter, as well as Anzalone fires down the field, broken up by Randall Glenn, who now has that impact player star on him. And it's second down. Actually, maybe that was the receiver, actually, Alante Biggs with that star. As that pass is caught for a short gain. It's 3rd down, a chance to get off the field for the Houma defense. 4-man rush, 5-man rush, and he throws it away. The offense will start their second drive from the 42-yard line as we start through the air to Nelson, who has to reach across for a first down. A gain of 10 that time. I think coming off last game, expectations for the offense were high coming in as LJ Young continues to get involved here these last 2 games with that first down reception. But so far, the Warhawks defense after that first drive initially definitely has made us kind of quiet down those high scoring expectations for this one as LaShawn Gray fails to reel in that pass. And on second down, we go empty again. Breda pumps and finds Scooter Page for a first down inside the 20. 5 wide. Quick throw. Nearly intercepted off the tip. Bell was the target. And we stay empty. Spreading the field as much as we can. Here's Scooter Page again. His 3rd catch. Sets up 3rd and 2. Will we go forward again on 4th if we don't convert on this play? We're going to keep it in the air. And we will not get it. Nothing for Gray, and we will keep the offense on the field once again. 4th and 2, gonna hand it off. Boyd once again is stuffed. We actually lost a yard there as well, and so far 2 4th down stops inside the 15-yard line for ULM, And they take over as a flag comes in on the first play of this drive. It's going to be against the offense. Replaying first down. Anzalone completes that pass. Now they hand it off, and Quincy Massey hits the gap for a first down. From the 24, play action. Malik Moon comes off the edge for his 7th sack of the year, which leads our defense. He continues to make big plays with a loss of 8 on that sack. And now, full house pistol for the Warhawks. They will hand it off and gain next to nothing. Long way to go on third down. Anzalone's going to scramble and slides well short of the line to gain, and they will punt. Well, under 5 to play here in the first half, a very different game compared to last week as Breda faces pressure and LaShawn Gray has it knocked away. So still scoreless. We could have 6 points by now, but 2 4th and short conversions that have failed. And the game is still tied without a score as Javon Moore turns upfield and gets us once again inside their 35. We have looked good offensively until 4th down comes up. Javon Moore now over 1,500 career receiving yards in his senior season. He has had his best year to date. A lot of passing here for the Houma Bobcats as Karan Boyd makes that reception, and we are inside the 15 once again. Empty look. Touch pass to Boyd, running right, turning upfield, gain of 6. In comes Kiki Newcomb for the handoff. He's got a hole, and he will dive in the end zone to break the deadlock. Houma finally gets on the board after 3 drives that get inside the red zone. And third time's the charm. Bobcats take the lead. 3 to go until the halftime break. Louisiana Monroe starts with a screen. Loss of 1, tackle for loss from Malik Moon. Big plays week in, week out. Brings up second down and long. They will give it to Massey, but we are all over that one. Another loss of yardage, and they will use their first timeout. That was actually a timeout used by Houma. And on third down, we get to the backfield for the sack. John Decker IV. And after forcing a punt from their end zone, the Bobcats take over at the 45-yard line in plus territory to open this drive. Breda finds a man wide open, C.J. Nelson. Last play before the warning, it's a draw, but one of our linemen got completely taken out by a defensive player. Now we come out of the other side of the warning. Second and long, Breda over the middle and hauled in by LaShawn Gray. 3rd and 3 now from the 19-yard line. Our 4th straight drive to open this game in the red zone. Breda fires a strike for a 20-yard gain inside the 1. And it's 1st and goal Bobcats. That was Scooter Page with that catch. Karan Boyd finds the end zone. Back-to-back scores for Houma. And we lead 14-0 PAT pending. A touchdown for Kiki Newcomb and now a touchdown for Karan Boyd, our 2 top running backs. And that will take us to halftime. Louisiana Monroe, 0 points, 3.4 average yards per play. Our defense has gotten better as the day has gone on. And despite time of possession being relatively equal, the offense for us has had 4 really high yardage drives. 2 of those, obviously, the first 2 were stopped on 4th down, but we have still looked very well-oiled, and we can do better in the second half, scoring-wise and finishing drives, so we are on our way to another dominant victory. And Houma will start with the football to open the third quarter. We start with the handoff to Karan Boyd, but that run is stuffed for a gain of 1. Javon Moore in motion. We fake it his way and hand it off to Boyd to set up 3rd and 4. 5-man rush. Breda's pass knocked away. The Warhawks defense forces their first punt off of Houma here in this one. As they take over, sweeping left. John Decker off the edge makes that tackle for loss. They lose 3, and now it's 2nd and 13 from their 27. Going to a screen play for Massey. Blocking is good. He picks up 9. 3rd down, they're going to throw it. 4-man rush. Breaks through. Anzalone lofts it. Knocked away by Hunter Haynes. And now Monroe will punt. Now a delayed give. But so far, the run has been pretty well defended by UL Monroe in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down again for the Bobcats. He will give it to Boyd, and he's not going to get there. Back-to-back 3-and-outs by Houma to open the second half. Not what I expected. As they go play fake, Anzalone just got rid of it. It's broken up by DeMarvin Holland. Running back goes out wide. Pass dumped off. Nice play by Maloney to make that quick tackle, and it's 3rd and 7. Defense trying to force a punt of their own. Anzalone has time in the pocket, and that is Joe Baisley for a 1st down. Handing off, and DJ Deed makes the tackle for next to no gain. Pressure coming, quick throw, screen setting up for the receiver, but not a lot there, and it's 3rd down and 5. Press coverage towards the top from Holland. They'll hand it off instead and go nowhere. It has been a defensive battle so far here in this one, but now the offense looks to go towards the pass more as Breda steps up, has space, running across the 45. 2 yards shy of midfield. He can pass, he can run, he can do it all. Now he hands it off to Karan Boyd, trying to leap over a defender, but that does not work out. That 4-yard run brings up 2nd down. They bring a 5-man blitz, and Breda fires it to Nelson for a 1st down. Breda under duress and sacked for the 1st time by another guy named Breda. Perhaps a brother or a cousin. And we just had a false start from Karan Boyd to make it even more difficult on 2nd down. Needing 19 yards, we will throw the ball. Breda finds Scooter Page for a 1st down and more. Up the sideline and scoring! Scooter Page. What a play. Just turns the corner and zooms up the sideline. And Houma has their 3rd TD of the game, their 1st of the second half. Here's a replay of that huge play from Scooter Page, like a 44-some-yard touchdown. Warhawks might be in trouble now. Under 2 to go in the quarter, they have yet to score or even get in scoring range. That pass is caught for a gain of 7. This is a very banged-up team coming in, so this is not all that surprising. Their defense definitely has been shockingly good compared to what we thought, as Draymond Gates picks up his 2nd sack, the 4th for the Bobcats. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 11 for UL Monroe. It's not quite 4-down territory yet, but in a couple of minutes it might be. Bobcats take over. 1st and 10. We bring in some motion, and Breda barely got that pass away with pressure in his face. This will likely be the last play of the quarter with 6 seconds left to go. We just called the same exact play. Over the middle. And caught by Nelson. The third quarter is all over. It's 21-0. Houma in front. Starting from the 50 here in the fourth quarter, we go to Boyd on the ground on 3rd and 5, and now we'll punt the ball away. I do not like that call at all. Warhawks offense from the 20. This pass is floated down the field, broken up. They have tried a couple of deep shots so far in this one, but they have not worked out at all. 0 completions beyond like 20 yards down the field, maybe even 15. As Anzalone fires and nearly has it picked by Hunter Haynes. And frankly, should have been. 3rd and 10. Defense looks to give the ball right back to the offense quickly. And they might just have. Or not. Offense stays out there for UL Monroe on 4th down and 3 to go. Anzalone has time in the pockets. All day, no pressure, and somehow they can't convert. That guy was wide open. This never turned around. It goes off his leg, and we take over inside the 30-yard line. Scooter Page inside the 15. He is over 100 yards. And Steven Breda now has 500 career completions. Empty on 1st and 10. Breda fires, broken up. 3 defenders in the area on Karan Boyd. Now we come out in the gun. Handing off to Boyd. He takes the edge, but it's not sealed off by LaShawn Gray. He gives up that tackle. And now 3rd down, 8 to go. Got to get to the 4-yard line for a first, and we are not even close. We will instead take our first field goal since before last week's game. The kick from Lincoln is up and good. Can UL Monroe, the home team, get anything going on offense? They will not. Our first turnover force, it's to Marvin Holland. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown defense. This is more like it. A dominant display of offense and defense here in this one. And we are 8:26 away from a shutout here on the road. Replay of this one, just trying to force it to Baisley. Never saw Holland. And what a return. 31-0, man. We look great these last 2 games as that pass is caught. John Decker IV in coverage that time, not where he should be. But they will stay empty. Anzalone pumps and finds the same guy open again up to the 40. First down, Anzalone. Downfield's got a man open. It's Alante Biggs. I would love a shutout, but this is their best drive since their opening drive of the game, and their best of the game in total as well. This is the furthest they have been downfield all day long at the 35. And now going backwards. Shakir Pounce comes in off the blitz with our 5th sack. 3rd and forever. Anzalone, quick throw, incomplete. And they have to keep the offense out there. They need to get to the 28-yard line to convert here. We bring 4. Anzalone fires, incomplete. Batted down by DeMarvin Hollins. We have had great downfield coverage all game long. The offense takes over looking to add to our scoring total, but the ground game has been completely bottled up here in this second half. Now 9 yards to go on 2nd down. We will try the run again, and now a hole does open up, and Karan Boyd converts. He might just take this clock all the way down and not even be able to score as Newcomb is wrapped up. 3rd and 5, just outside of field goal range. Run or pass? We will pass it. Breda Biding time. Steps up, has a man open. It's Page up to the 6. That sets up goal to go. This is a career game for Scooter Page. His best game since the opening year of this dynasty. First and goal, 2:34 to play. And T comes in for a handoff, but does not get much out of the warning. Here's Karan Boyd for nothing. So still really good run defense by this defensive front for ULM. Last chance to find the end zone. Breda looking to extend, sidearms it, back pylon caught. Javon Moore with his first touchdown of the game, and his hot year continues. And that will do it. Just complete dominance by Houma. This might trump last game with our best win, 38-0. A shutout from our defense. And back-to-back player of the games for Steven Breda. He had no throws that really could have been picked off of, or like not off of tips. And that was our biggest deficit in a win, which trumps last week's. Insane. Every single arrow pointing Houma's way in the team stats besides INTs. That's because they threw the pick. We did not throw a pick. Absolutely unreal. They had the ball more than we did, and they put up 0 points. Absolutely stellar game for the offense, and defense had a couple of early hiccups, but quickly turned things around. And Breda goes 24 for 31, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 9.9 average, with a 44-yard touchdown pass to Scooter Page. Ground game was solid overall, but was much worse in that second half. 4.1 average for Boyd and Kiki Newcomb. But how about the big day for Scooter Page? A $141, 1 touchdown. Javon Moore had 1 to close the game. Only 3 grabs for him. And the offensive line only gave up 1 sack all day long, and it's not even going to be attributed to any of our offensive linemen. And defensively, all over the run, we sacked their quarterback 5 times. Had a pick 6, thanks to DeMarvin Holland, who has that house call physical traits. And, I mean, what more can you ask for when you hold their quarterback to 25 for 38 passing, less than 200 passing yards on 38 attempts, 4.6 average yards per attempt, and you also pitch a shutout. Absolutely fantastic game from our defense. Their best of the entire year, no doubt. That will take us to recruiting to wrap up the week here, starting with a running back, Al Stabline, a receiving back who is a bust, only 87 speed. Probably going to look elsewhere at running back because we are already targeting Larry Lamp, the elusive back with 95 speed, who we are currently in first place for, and Dakota Farrell, the power back with 92 speed. So we can get those guys. Pretty good start here. We're going to take off Stabling from our board. I am going to add more hours to Brian Laird to hopefully secure this before any other teams want to think about getting involved here. We'll just do contact friends and family for now. I want to start hard selling on a couple of these players, but we got to wait to find out more info. That will take us to defense. Got a couple of defensive ends here, including Lee Agbana, a power rusher who is a gem. 81 speed, power rusher, 76 power moves, 83 strength. I do like the gem right there, and if we could get him away from Memphis, our only rival on paper, then that would be a nice plus. We'll try and send the house on him. 65 hours left. We'll scout one more defensive end. We find Emmett Coolidge, 73 finesse move speed rusher with just below 80 speed, pretty solid strength for a finesse rusher. We will offer him a scholarship as well. And we'll move our focus to defensive tackle, looking for a run stopper. Got Middle Tennessee State looking at Jeremiah Lund here. And 86 strength, 72 block shed, definitely needs work. Let's scout Dom Zimmons. He's got higher strength, less block shed, and the same speed. We finally got a weekly update in recruiting for the first time in like 2 seasons. Hopefully those pop-ups will now show up once we do earn commitments going forward, because they have not been showing up for quite some time. But we're first for Pharrell and Lamp and Enrique Cherador, and now Emmett Coolidge over all other schools because we're the only team to offer a scholarship. In our next week, we actually got locked out of all the linebackers I had added to our boards, so we'll just have to look elsewhere at middle linebacker. We have to get one guy, and could just look towards the portal for that if we want to, and just focus on other spots here in the high school pool. We lose out on Braden Lloyd to Memphis, so that kind of stinks. Looking at this third defensive tackle, Jaquez Winton. 85 strength, 71 block shed, higher speed than London Zimmons. No real standout here so far, and still 100 hours left to use. I think out of all these players, you probably want the guy with the highest strength, because I feel like block shed can improve as they work through training over the first couple years, but where they probably won't get that much playing time. I still do plan to either go after a defensive tackle in the portal, as well as play whoever is behind Dean and Cade Bloom. I think it's Tevin Hippenhammer and somebody else who are about starting caliber, and they're like redshirt freshmen or sophomores, so we can definitely just recruit guys to kind of build on in their first couple years. So why not just offer one of these guys a scholarship? We'll do Dom Zimmons first, and we will just send the house to try and secure this early and maybe surpass South Alabama. Back at receiver, you got Southern Mississippi now targeting Cherador, and might as well schedule a visit for our game in week 12 and get the highest chance for him to commit to us within these next 2 weeks. We have to face the Golden Eagles this week, actually, so it should be an interesting matchup, and you'll see why in a moment. We'll do this one. In week 11, we go on the road again to take on the 4-1 in conference play Southern Miss Golden Eagles. They're 5-4 in total. We are 6-3, but again, we are coming off 2 of our most dominant victories of the entire dynasty to this point. We have scored over 100 points combined in these last 2 weeks. And with 3 weeks left, including this game, we are still 4th in the conference. 3-way tie for second place behind ODU, who has 1 game in hand in conference over the rest of the Sun Belt. They are 1st in the East. We are 2nd in the West behind Southern Mississippi. So this next game is going to be an absolutely huge game for our conference title hopes. But with Braden now up to 20 passing touchdowns to only 4 INTs, fantastic pass completion percentage, fantastic numbers across the board all year long, except for the sack numbers. We have looked really, really good. Ground game has been not great, but just decent over the last couple of games. Devon Moore, our number 1 receiver, easily, but Paige and Nelson kind of on equal footing here for the number 2 job. And defensively, most sacks still belongs to Malik Moon. Draymond Gates with 6 behind him. Most INTs, now a 3-way tie amongst Malik Moon, Randall Glenn, and Marvin Holland, who picked up that pick 6 this past game. George Lincoln this year, 7 for 10 on field goals, perfect on PATs. Nothing blocked so far. And in conference, the offense has catapulted up to 3rd place scoring-wise, just a couple ticks behind both Southern Mississippi and Texas State, who we crushed 2 weeks ago. And now we face the highest scoring offense in the conference in this next game. Should be a very good test. The defense comes out of this past game still number 1 in INTs, number 1 in sacks over Troy, number 1 in points, number 1 in rush defense, and second to worst in pass defense in terms of yards allowed, but I'm not worried. So we have 3 games left. This next game might be the most important of all 3 because they are the number 1 offense and they are the number 1 team in our conference division. If we can win the West, we will secure a spot in the conference title game for the first time in this dynasty. And that will do it here in this one, guys. What a game, a 38-0 dominant performance. Can we carry these last 2 weeks into this game on the road again against Southern Mississippi? We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all there in Mississippi in Week 11. Take care. Have a great day.